Remember, if you need any promo for $100, whatever you need on social media, on my website, that means my Twitter, my Facebook, my Insta stories, my YouTube community, and my website that's fully functional now, www.doggydiamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. Don't hit me. Don't tell me I'm going to get back to you in 2 weeks. If you're not ready to rock and roll and do it ASAP, just don't even hit me. Hit me when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? But don't hit me, yeah, I'm going to come see you in 2 weeks, or are you still doing this 3 months from now? No. That's a waste of my time and a waste of yours. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to hit me and say what's up, do that. But don't hit me asking about business. And I'm telling you right now, it's only $100, 100. You're getting on Twitter, Facebook, my Instagram stories, the YouTube community, and my website featured. So, you know, it's on you. So it is what it is. Let's start. Yes. Got to make sure that promo's in there. Very, very important. Very instrumental in what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't here for a couple of days. I've been working on some projects behind the scenes. As usual. Shout out to the OG Wisdom Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to that on iTunes. Hosted by C Gutter and Tad. You know what I'm saying? So we back here. Sorry to be so late tonight, but I'm trying to get my workout back on. I've just been busy. You know what I'm saying? Gave y'all room to breathe and missed us a little bit. So if y'all missed us, that means y'all here. Y'all gonna share. Y'all gonna hit the like. Y'all gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into some dialogue tonight. Hopefully Blizz audio is where it needs to be, because I don't have no time for that BS that went on the other day. I don't know what that was all about. They made me update the program and they acted a damn fool. So hopefully we good. So without further ado, Blizz, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so they should have heard that I'm ready. Hopefully they heard that I'm ready. So I'm ready too. All right, stop the music. And I don't feel like being on camera tonight, so pardon me. I just ain't in the mood. I don't feel like setting up lights, and I just ain't in the mood to be on camera. So I'm here. You can see my little face, but you can hear me, which is more important. But it ain't about me tonight. The homie's gonna be on camera. And yeah, that's what it is. So introduce yourself to the people. Yo, I'm sitting here pointing at the camera, realizing I ain't on it like a damn fool. I'm pointing at the camera like I normally will. I got all the motions and everything. I'm like, what a fool. Idiot, you ain't on the damn camera. So Blizz, what's going on?
Salute. Peace and power. All peace and power to the people of the struggle. Kareem Blizz Johnson, Brooklyn representative, East New York native, Pimp Workman Houses, Nitro, long-time resident. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. I love my comrade. Let's get it.
And I love my comrade too. That means I could have been sitting here with no shirt on, wilding and all that. You know, I could have just really been in my zone. I'm sitting here all dressed and everything. Whatever.
Yeah, so, just like the commercial.
Yeah, right. So this is your bill. Your bill that you've been getting at me for days. You was just mad as hell that these individuals is been talking about how they not getting paid. And you wanted to do this a few days ago, and I was like, nah, let's do the mental health first, and then we'll come back to this one. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when we're talking about mental health, that affects all of us. You know what I'm saying? It affects all of us in the sense of what we're going through right now, what we've been through, and where we trying to go with it. So hopefully people receive that mental health show. I didn't look back at the numbers, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like that shows like that is near and dear to me, especially for what I've been afflicted with in my past and what I still struggle with to this day. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like those shows are always important. I'm never going to stop doing shows about mental health. So hopefully people receive that and liked it. So what was it about these individuals complaining about not getting paid from their record label? What was it that bothered you the most?
Oh, well, before we even get into the bill, the numbers from the mental health did, like, our average numbers when we have a show of that significance, but the comments in the chat and the comments that were posted on the video showed that it was something that resonated with a lot of individuals, and people have reached out to me for the services.
Dope.
So that's always a plus. Like, again, we have no control over the numbers, but people definitely appreciate it. They felt connected with it, and that's all that matters, man.
Yeah,
it was definitely well received. So of course they're going to get more of that.
It matters, but
yeah,
what I do want the people to know is why the numbers are important. Is you got individuals who brag about their numbers, brag about stuff, and the perception is that they are reaching more people. They are more important and significant than shows like that. So when you say stuff like what we talked about in that show, them numbers got to reflect it. I am happy that if I could change one life and get 10 views, I'm okay with that. I'd rather do that than to get 1 million views and nobody's affected by it. You know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
But again, people, we got to start cracking certain codes with these numbers, because that's very, very, very important to the powers that be also, because they try to say, oh, they not relevant. Look at the numbers they do, because we live in a world where the math is really what people are bragging about. People are bragging about how much money they got, how much followers they got, how much views they got. And I don't want it for bragging rights. I want it to say, well, look, this is how important it is to people, because they're coming out in droves for it. I think that that's important, as well as, it's not about the numbers, because, sometimes we did numbers on shows that wasn't even monetized. So it wasn't even about the money. It was more about it connected. It seemed like it connected more. And I just think that, when you do shows like that, and we talk about mental illness in the Black community, you really, really, people should just be coming out like, let me see what they talking about. Because again, we could get on here and give them spills with a bunch of BS. And I know how to do 1 million views tomorrow. Like, I know how to do that. But how is that really going to resonate with healing people? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm just like a healer for some reason. Even
right, because we did close to 300,000 with the T.I. shit, and people forgot that whole dialogue and conversation because it ain't about shit.
It's just the point I'm making.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, if we do 300,000 with mental health, with protecting our women and children, with protecting each other, with definitely getting some healing, then we talk.
Yeah, that would be great to me, because I'd be like, look, man, this is our people really, really rocking. But again, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Never complaining. But I just, I want the people and the folks to say, because somebody hit me on Twitter, was like, every time y'all talk about something, your convo might be a really offbeat, like not really not offbeat, but it's not it's not the normal conversation that's going on. And what happens is, every time y'all talk about something, we just start seeing other people just talk about the same thing, but y'all came out of left field with it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So whatever. But I do want to say, it's very important to say, thank you to the people who does resonate with. Thank you for the people who's here tonight. Thank you for the people who share, like, subscribe, do super chats, who send cash apps. Thank you to you, because like I said, if I could do 10 views and get to one person, that's better than doing 1 million and it doesn't resonate with anybody. They just here for the gossip.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to be here with flames coming out my nose and all that, because like I said, I know how to listen. I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I know what to do to get views, but that's not in my character. It's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never going to be a bitch for views and likes. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do how I want to do it, And it's funny though, because I be laughing at most of the dialogue that these people buy into, not my audience, but the people buy into, is shit that come from me anyway. Shit that I started 10 years ago. So a lot of the old stories you be hearing, I be like, damn, I reported that. That shit come from me. You know what I'm saying? When these niggas be having these videos, yo, the truth about such and such, I'm like, damn, the nigga don't know because he didn't even speak to nobody. But anyway, what? And you should see me sitting here doing all these hand motions. Just let me just fold my arms and just calm down a little bit because I'm all animated and shit. Can't nobody even see me. But I'm working on some stuff. That's why y'all can't see me tonight. I don't feel like getting on camera. And I'm working on some other stuff that's going to be so innovative. Watch they bite this. Well, I'm telling you, watch this so innovative. Because like I said, I'm a creator and I like to just sit here and create different things. So, what pissed you off? You was mad as hell the other day. Go ahead.
Yeah, because there was a lot of stunting going on for several years. But I'm glad we waited because that gave the opportunity for now Snoop Dogg. And even though we're going to delve into this dialogue, we do respect and understand that he's grieving the loss of his moms, you know, from the past week. So we definitely shouting him out. Definitely sending healing strength his way, you know, for him and his entire family. But it gave opportunity for him to come out as well and add on, right, to the credibility of what we've been saying almost every bill we have, that you have to separate the celebrity, the person, and the art. You have to separate that because we have been in this space. And the only reason why, again, to, you know, add on to what we just spoke of, that our numbers don't reflect the quality of the output is because we're not packaged in a specific format. And these people who have been packaged in this format seem to have been very successful in their space in the entertainment industry, only to find out that they haven't been getting a publishing check for shit. Sometime a decade or more. Snoop said a decade or more.
Death Row
is he wasn't getting a pub check.
Yeah, Death Row was like 92. He said he
Come
said
on.
Deep Cover. He said he was like he wrote.
He said from Deep Cover on.
Wow.
That maybe he first was getting pubs off of Beautiful with Pharrell.
Damn.
You understand what that shit is? Because even in that No Limit deal, in that structure, it was some pieces where, you know, that went to the previous label. So it's a lot of bullshit with it, but our people, especially in his lane, right? Because you have the fans, you have the masses caught up in the imagery, and they are getting impressed by what you're putting forward. And he was putting forward a certain lifestyle that was tied to the street. And you pushed it, and it was appreciated globally, and not only appreciated, but imitated, because the thought of you being financially stable with it encouraged it, and it gave it fuel. So now when you say you wasn't getting none of that for a decade or more, you basically was false flagging. As far as the industry is concerned, not the street, but as far as you putting on the front. And how many kids came up looking at him as an idol, only to find out he wasn't getting shit, that they pops might have been making more bread than him.
Yeah, and the pops might be a city worker. Yep.
Right. Right? Same with Keyshia Cole, and definitely the same with Meek. I've been looking at my Facebook and I'm saying, damn, I've been tearing into his ass since 2017. Knowing that he was fronting. But when you listen to the lyrics, you listen to what he gives on his shows and how his interviews came off, he got a whole nation of his generation that ride with him to the death. And now they are finding out you wasn't getting no bread from that. But they followed you. Some of them was popping pills because of you. Running trains on their little chicks because they following in your image. Little chicks believing that they deserve to get the train ran on them because of that lifestyle. Going to the polls, stripping, little dudes becoming label whores. You think what I'm saying? Chasing designer and all that shit. Thinking that you get into it, and you wasn't. And you wasn't. So how do we recover for that? Who do we blame for that? The shit that we've been saying all along. That y'all not representing hip-hop in any format. That y'all not bosses. That ain't no levels to your shit. Because you are on the lower levels.
Facts.
Only ones who are on the lower levels is the ones who don't get paid. So basically, you was on some work for hire shit and you never got your check. So that to me, you was just continuing your prison employment status where you working hard labor and getting minimal benefits from it. That's some sucker shit.
You know, it's funny, right? Because I always wondered, yo, why Snoop doing security, like home security commercials, and like nothing is off limits to him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, he do everything. I started thinking, I know he up. Damn sure got more money than us combined. But he don't turn nothing down as far as like a commercial. Like he just straight up and down do every commercial he could do. He with Martha Stewart. So the whole, even though he's 50, you know, so respect to that. But the whole, you know, gangster image and all that shit, like you can't be a gangster with Martha Stewart. You know, not to me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, and then when you up, you can't be trying to portray this street shit after a while anyway. But man got a lot of albums, a lot of records, push the Crip thing through. You know what I'm saying? Push that Crip thing through. You know what I'm saying? And we was looking at Dub C, like what the hell that dance he was doing the whole time. Dub C was Crip walking. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know nothing about that culture. You know what I'm saying? But Snoop done did battle rap event, like he done did everything to just get a bag. And I'm like, well, if you got a bag, you don't say no to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he just does any fucking thing. You know, he's like Nicolas Cage. Like if you go on Netflix, yo, Nicolas Cage got like 44 movies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Snoop just do anything for money. You know what I'm saying? And it's to me, it's like, damn, he kind of like slutting himself out a little bit. But then I started thinking, you know what? He's up. I know he got bread, but he's probably just making up for some of that shit he didn't get. You know what I'm saying? Like some of that money he didn't get. And then he had a movie called not a movie, an album called The Last Meal. And he was like, none of y'all niggas gonna eat off me no more. So when you do an album called The Last Meal, that means that album is the last album where you had to pay. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me how, you know, yeah, he done been Snoop Lion, he done been a pastor, he done been a pimp, he done been everything he could be, all types of actors. He done did everything he can do to get money, because I guess early on that money wasn't right and exact. So the thing that killed me is that he wrote a lot of stuff too. He wrote for Warren G. He did a 213 album. He did an East Siders album. He wrote for Dre. He did Deep Cover. He did a lot. He wasn't getting no cake off that. Like, damn. No. You know what I'm saying?
No, which means most of them weren't getting that cake neither.
Facts.
So now they in a position where you accumulate bills. You accumulate bills because you got a home now. You got a whip now. Your family's getting larger. Your kids are getting older. You're having more. you out of a bill. And you can't keep going to this label with the accountant and battling them for things that's rightfully yours. First of all, if you at a space where you don't even know that you're getting beat. So now what? Damn, I gotta get, what's gonna give me some liquid bread? Oh, I could do this commercial over here. Let me get that. Oh, I could go do this movie over here. Let me get that. Because remember, he don't fall up under 360.
Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, he was able to start doing it. Like, you know, the pimp shit, the girls going wild. You know, little shit that in hindsight is not as weird as it seemed back then.
Mm-hmm.
And it kept him relevant, right? Because now he's larger than just hip-hop. Now he is a true artist. And he's
a cultural icon now. Now he's a cultural icon. He might be one of the most famous people in the world.
Right.
Like a grandmother will know who he is.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But now if your bread is not reflecting that, you're going to feel a ways. Because you're like, okay, here I have this status. I can do this, that, and the third, but the bread don't. So how am I going to get that? And this is where you cannot get upset with somebody who's pushing 50 years old and saying, yo, listen, I gotta, yo, listen, damn all that.
I gotta get mine. I gotta get my get back.
I gotta get mine.
My get back. Yep.
Right? I have to get mine so I'm secure and my legacy is intact. Because now real life shit begins to happen and nobody is going to be empathetic for me and mine to that degree where they're going to take care of us, right? So now you look at somebody like Ye, what he just said in Drink Champ shit, I can go anywhere in the world and live. I don't need luggage, nothing. I can just prop, boom, I'm here, and I can live. He's living in a space that most Europeans live in, right? That's the space he's talking about. And he jumped past Snoop and a lot of these individuals who got more time in the industry than him.
I don't think he did. So, I think he's lying. I'm going to be real with you. He ain't worth no $9 billion. He's lying.
That's exaggerating, but yeah, still I can see what he's saying because right now, today, I can go to Germany right now with nothing, and I got a couple of spots that I can live in.
I mean, but that's just pretty much
for who I
yeah, but that's pretty much I could go somewhere and anybody could be a vagabond if they want to be. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so
well,
anybody
it's different being a vagabond in somebody else's crib and a vagabond and propping up in a nice spot, Balenciaga, this, that, different individuals, you know.
Yo,
Elon Musk, whoever.
Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. Kanye West does not have billions of dollars. Don't believe that shit. All that stuff that
I bet you did.
All that stuff. Look, all that stuff he was talking about is projected sales. Y'all gotta.
Right.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
projected. It ain't. He does not have $1 billion in the bank. I mean, a couple of billion. He might be worth $1 billion. He might be worth it with projected sales and liquid and assets and all that stuff. And then when you marry, sometimes they count your wife bread and all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So don't, when he say he worth $9 billion, he's lying.
Yeah, nah, hell no.
Because that means you starting to touch the Jeff Bezos and all of them like that. Yeah. Now, like, come, stop lying. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Like, but right? Again,
but you still calling Jay-Z boss.
This is yeah.
You understand?
Facts. Yeah.
So people have to start, listening and making it make sense.
Yeah.
You're still calling this man boss, and he's not up like that.
Yeah. It's a lot
right?
of front. I mean, I will say though, $1 billion ain't a little bit of money. $1 million ain't a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. It's not.
So, but
it's not. But then when you like again, when we saying those numbers, and then we look at Snoop, and we know he ain't nowhere near that.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to maintain what he has to maintain. You got to compensate. You got to, you got to get to work. You got to get busy.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know the expenses on that. My issue with it is always the fans and the masses saying, yo, those are people. Yo, nah, they do for us. Nah, they think about us. And I'm saying they really don't. Because when they align themselves with these corporations who have been proven to be detrimental to our well-being and have never given anything back to us, you gotta look at the artists and be like, well, damn, you with them?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So say, take Louis Vuitton Hennessy. What have they ever given to the Black community?
Not a damn thing, but that's what makes
right.
them.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you drink enough Hennessy, you will rot your fucking liver out. Right?
Facts.
So now you have to look at somebody like Nas who took that bag, but supposed to be the God, and he's aligning with Euros that don't care about us at all. So you gotta be with them, because when you come to the table, they're gonna ask you, yo, you know who we are and what we are about.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no talking against us if you're going to be endorsing our product. So you already know that the God is not with the people once he's taking that bag.
Let me interject on something. I've been in meetings with them with sponsors and endorsements and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
The public, the general public, do not understand what those meetings is like, because they never been in them, and they always talk like they know, and then people gonna come in the chat and say blah 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 blah. But like I always say, y'all always talking music business shit, but you never been in a record label. You never had a meeting with an A&R, a CEO. You never sat down in the marketing meeting. You never did that. I've done all those things my whole life. And when I had my deal with CBS and Viacom, I had the marketing meeting. I had the meeting of the endorsements and sponsors. And it was basically, yo, what you can't say and what you can't do if you want to get this money.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went in there, I straight up and down was like, okay, what's my bottom line? Like, you know, because my show is called No Filter. Sometimes I just talk crazy. Sometimes I just say what's on my mind. I speak up for my people. What can I do and say? And they gave me a list of, yo, don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. Don't bring this up. And it's like, well, dang, y'all just killed my damn show. Because what I'm going to talk about now. So now I just got to interview rappers. So a lot of these individuals you seen and y'all grew to liking and y'all fell in love with them, because now they seem like they was for the people and, yo, he's standing up for us and all that. You see them swaying away from them conversations now because they can't talk about certain things no more. They could try to put it in the music, but if you see them in an interview, that's the biggest place where people get to know you, not from a record, because a record is really just the dance and all that, or bop your head or whatever. But when you speak, you get to really speak candidly about what's going on in the community, society. And those interviews now are becoming more important than records now. You know what I'm saying? Because the record, we listen to it, that's it. But interviews, which I like to take credit for that game a little bit too, but the interviews stand the test of time now. The records aren't anymore, but the interviews are forever. So that's why they don't speak on certain things. That's why they leave certain things out of there, because it's gonna mess the money up. And they even asked Boosie. Remember recently somebody asked Boosie, yo, how do you, I think on the Breakfast Club, they said, yo, how do you, because they were wondering, I think Charlamagne asked them, how do you keep your endorsements and all of that? And you say stuff you say, because he knows that, yo, if you say certain stuff, you're losing your bread. And he was like, yo, I make sure I get my money first. I make sure I get mine first. So again, the general public don't know that when you start messing with certain companies and certain things, yo, it's certain shit you just cannot talk about no more. You cannot say, you got to change your stance. That's when you start seeing them saying like, yo, everybody, I believe in equal rights for everybody. I believe everybody should have the right to marry who they want and all that. When at one point they might have been speaking out against, you know, same-sex couples, as they might have been like that their whole life. Then they start saying stuff like, you know, everybody got the right to love, you know, because they got to be politically correct. And then their PR people will be like, yo, no, you can't say that. And what y'all don't know too, what a lot of artists, when they do interviews, they PR people right in the room. Y'all know that they have PR people right in the room, because I'm telling y'all, because I know more than anybody, some of them have PR people right in the room that as you asking them stuff, they'll give eye contact and they PR or be like, yo, don't answer that. Or could we move on to the next question? I'm telling y'all, or a PR has even hit me sometimes and be like, could we omit certain stuff out of the conversation because, you know, you kind of made him look stupid, or, you know, he didn't know what he was talking about, or he didn't really mean to go that far into that conversation. He didn't really mean to say that, and that could be taken a certain way. And I'd be like, damn, rarely do I do it. And sometimes I just don't even put the interview out, because I'm not going to sit here and edit shit. So a lot of times I'm telling y'all, these people have handlers. Your favorite people have handlers who are telling them what they can and can't say. And you think that they have the freedom. And you say, damn, yo, he used to be so candid. He used to go in. Thank you to the best out of 215. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that donation. You know, they have handlers. So when you see certain people and you be like, yo, he was a freedom fighter. Yo, he was this, he was that. Man, they be like, yo, hell no, yo, you can't say that. Or, you know, I done had, I interviewed Jim Jones before, and I remember his PR was like, last question. I'm like, what the fuck you mean last question? I'm here to interview him. You know what I'm saying? They was just like, yo, last question. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the interview was going smooth. I interviewed Scarface before. I didn't even put that interview out. And his PR was like, yo, you know, could you cut the interview? And Scarface was like, nah, I'm loving this interview right now. You can see it in the interview. And DJ Who Kid was after. They was like, yo, Who Kid is out here, you know, to do the interview. And he was like, yo, I don't care who out there. I'm loving what we talking about right now. They gotta wait. And that shit is on camera. And this is during when G-Unit was G-Unit. You know what I'm saying? So, so you know, with Snoop, and I think the point that we're trying to say to people is that shout out to Snoop, shout out to Meek, shout out to Keyshia Cole. But the deal is, when you're not being handled correctly during that time of when you're not being handled correctly during the time of your career, you should state that. Don't be acting like you getting all this paper and you getting all this money. You really need to tell the people like, yo, this shit, there's some bullshit going on. It's a lot of, yo, these record labels ain't right. You should say that during the time, because then you're gonna really get the kids on the right direction. That's why these new kids coming in, a lot of them doing it themselves. They making the mistakes by signing to labels, and then they regretting it. You see a lot of them trying to get out their deals, Migos, a lot of them like, yo, damn, I should never sign with this label. I should have never do this. I should have never do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they was making more paper when they was for Dolo. And what happens is these labels dangle this carrot in your face, and you got to think about it. The donkey never gets the carrot until you get slutted out. You know what I'm saying? The donkey, when Mike traveled 50 miles, he never gets the carrot. You know what I'm saying? So if you go say, yo, I didn't get paid for 12 years. So the whole time, man, we thinking this dude got houses, he got Lamborghinis, he got all this shit, he got all that. And I think the only people who came out and said they didn't really get their paper was TLC, like somebody in the chat did. And I think Tony Braxton was like, yo, we ain't get shit. And I think that was so educational. And what they doing, they giving dudes gold chains and watches. They going to the jeweler. They getting you 10 carat chains. They getting you 10 carat chains, bust down diamonds. Yeah. Even French Montana said Akon gave him a fake ass watch. Did you see that interview?
Yeah. But what kind of job? This is what I'm having trouble with. What kind of job But what perks are you getting that's going to allow you to keep working without getting your bread? Like, what's the perk in it? Because you on TV? Because you got a video? Where's the perk? That's going, come on, man, after a year, after 2, after 3, nah, son, I'm going to get my hammer. Ain't no lawyer can tell me nothing. Nobody. And I'm gonna sleep good in them cells for whatever amount of time I get with that. That's just how it is. It's not happening.
Hold on, can they still hear me? Because it said I signed out of YouTube. What's going on? This is wild out, but this happens from time to time. But go ahead. I guess they can still hear it. But yeah, they will.
Man, what kind of nobody would work for transit for that long. Nobody would work for the DOE. Nobody would work for sanitation for a decade.
But
you don't get nothing.
But you know what, bro? I don't think they like checking vids online said they work for clout at the end of the day. Because you gotta think, right, bro? You're right. When you don't get that paycheck every 2 weeks, you take this job and shove it. But with these individuals, look at all the stuff that you get, right? You get box, because a lot of them wasn't really getting no box. You know what I'm saying?
I got box every day. I used to throw box away.
But see, you gotta understand though where.
Come on.
But bro, you have to. A lot of these people are rapper famous. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? You know how you could tell when the dude was getting top-notch box or cream of the crop? Look at his baby moms. You always gotta say, yo, that's who he put up. Look at the dude first baby moms. That was the ride or die chick. That was the chick that was with you when you was pop.
Right.
Not too many people stay with the chick that they was with when they was pop once they get on. Always look at the dude first baby mom. Like, yo, he put babies in her. That's the caliber of women that he was getting. So then now you see him with this supermodel or this celebrity couple, but that's not who he put babies in. You understand?
Yeah, but who's to say that that's celebrity? That's my thing, because I've been there too. Who's to say that the celebrity supermodel box is worth a damn?
It ain't about that. It's all about perception.
Exactly. So now you still fronting.
Facts.
You just fronting with no bread, and that's not eating at you.
No, but
and this is what I'm saying. Why some of them later on try to put bread back in the street. Try to go that route because they wasn't eating over there. I'm serious. This shit is just dumb. It's dumb. And we went through 2 generations of that because Snoop is an icon. So we talking 92. We in 2022.
Yeah. 30 years.
So all of them been fronting. And then the ones, if he wasn't eating from his deal, imagine the ones that didn't even come close. You understand? What kind of shorts were they getting? And why should we even have a gaze of prestige over them? Right? Like the sucker Talib Kweli that keep running his mouth this week.
What are you talking about?
Claim Bozo, claim me exposing Ye's Ghost Riders and all that shit. So how much was he eating? But now you running your mouth and you claim to be, right, the voice of all voices. This is what people is pushing on him and you so conscious and all that, but you doing sucker shit. That, not to move from that point.
Yeah.
Other people, I'm talking about how deals are structured and who, if this man is saying that he wasn't getting them checks and everybody was eating off of what he put in, so what about these dudes who don't have no gold plaques, who were in groups and shit like that? We know they definitely wasn't eating.
Yeah. Because if the top dog wasn't eating,
top notch,
yeah,
wasn't getting it. We know your bum ass, you ain't got a gold plaque.
Yo, you know what's ill?
You-
The easiest thing to steal in the music industry is publishing.
Mm.
The easiest thing to steal, because sometimes you don't even really know who's administrating your publishing. And you got, yo, these labels be doing you dirty. And it be people that'll come in and say, yo, I'm gonna bring a publishing expert on here one day, and he gonna really break it down for y'all. And when y'all hear how people publishing be getting stolen, you gonna be like, wow, because you got people who will cut a deal in another country for your shit, license your shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you don't know
And
nothing
this is
about
again
it. Yep.
what gets me angry, because I have peoples, just like you got peoples in it, and could have placed us in a position where we were collecting pub for them in different countries.
Mm-hmm.
So again, if Snoop, well, maybe he just getting hip to the game,
Mm-hmm.
but he could have inserted somebody to go collect his publishing here and there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I always recall what Prince said. What opened his eyes to this shit is when he went down and sat at that table when Hammer put out Pray, and the different people that came up out of the woodworks talking about they own pieces of When Doves Cry.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, hold on, your ass, I don't even know you.
Mm-hmm.
None of y'all was in the studio when I put this shit together.
Mm-hmm.
So how the fuck can y'all say that y'all own any of this shit?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he was like, okay, this is some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's somebody who not only writes lyrics, writes the music,
Mm-hmm.
arranges it and composes it, he should have all of the publishing and administrative rights. But if you signing it to Warner and they doing what they doing with your shit, you relinquish that.
Mm-hmm.
So now you bring it down to hip hop where these dudes don't write and compose the music. They sampling shit, and they not even, what publishing can you sign for based on just lyrics on a rap? They wasn't respecting none of that shit, which made it real easy for Master P and Baby and them to do what they did when they came through. Because they like, okay, we not sampling shit. We got our own in-house. We doing everything right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need you for shit. But distribution, that's it. P&D.
Mm-hmm.
And then Soulja Boy and this next generation had the internet to, do what they really don't need none. I could do all this shit from the crib, service it, share it, and I could do me. But when you have these others who's affiliated with these labels fronting and perpetuating this lifestyle, and when people sit back and argue with it, when we in the back,
yeah,
we know they're not getting to these things. We know it's not about the numbers.
Yo, it's funny when Chief Keef fell off when he signed Interscope.
Yeah.
Chief Keef don't even put out music no more. You know what I'm saying? He don't even put out music no more. I don't know.
Don't want them eating off his shit.
Yeah, I think he just play video games and just live off of, because Chief Keef is the creator of a damn genre.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk, he's a creator of a genre of music that he don't even, that whole drill shit is Chief Keef. There would be
what did they do to us? The same shit, again, I always call it, you sharecropping.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the means.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know exactly what to do. You the creator, but you insert it into a business over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how they used to take all of our patents.
Mm-hmm.
And put a Euro face on this, and he created the phone, and he made the cotton gin, and he made the inner tube, and he made the whiskey, and all these were enslaved men.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to get it to where they needed to get it to, business, which is why I always say I don't like that term, especially when melanated people think that they are business people when you don't know the half of the shit. You can't study what they don't give you, what they don't expose. Or you still outside looking in. So you ain't no businessman. You making a deal.
Yeah, that's really all it is.
You're not a businessman.
Yeah, it's a deal.
We were the business. And we still are. Your labor, your field work. So now when you get there and you can front for people who are not that intellectually sound on what you're doing. Marketing, again, intrigue, persuade, deceive. That's all this shit is. But look at what you're doing. You using death culture. Murder, death, kill. Get high, drug your women up, use their bodies, throw them back out there. And you get celebrated because they say he get into the bag, only to find out he not getting to the shit.
Yeah, word. That's deep, right? Yo,
that shit is
but he but look, let me go, right? Cause everything justify the means of, but he getting money though. He getting money though. And they come to find out he wasn't getting shit. And he wasn't
getting shit.
And he done took everything and created a whole genre of fuck shit, of gang shit, of murder, death, kill, of bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, cripping, all of this shit. And then come to find out, you was doing all that shit pro bono, bro. But you created babies that came in your name and came in your vein, came under your name, and you was getting slutted out. You wasn't even getting no money, because when we say, oh, nah, let him get his money, let him get his money. But then you come to find out, he wasn't even getting no fucking money off of the words. Now, you might have got money off the shows, the tours, and all of that, right? But you wasn't even getting money for the words that hurt people. And then with the thing that always bothered me with Snoop, and I would like to ask him this, and then cause somebody, y'all watch me, if y'all ever interview him, ask him why he apologized to Iggy Azalea, but never apologized to a black woman for all the shit that he did and said. But he said sorry to her. Now, did you say sorry to her because that was T.I. chick and T.I. called Big U and was like, yo, check him for that? Is that why you said sorry? Because he apologized to Iggy Azalea for calling her a bitch. He did apologize to Gail. But then again, if you call Gail King a bitch and that's Oprah friend, you fucking with a different tax bracket. So you're going to say, I'm sorry for saying that. You understand what I'm saying? But the black women that you had on leashes, all the bitches, why didn't the black women ever get an apology? You know what I'm saying? Because I would be like, yo, as a grown ass man, I'd be like, yo, because even Prince, and this is what I'm saying about freedom, even Prince was like, yo, I'm not doing none of them sexual songs no more. I'm never performing none of that shit again. I'm not even on that type of time. I'm a believer in God. I'm not doing none of that shit. So all that shit I was talking about, where I was talking about, insatiable and I'm not ever performing that shit again. So don't even ask me to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So the shit that's deep with a lot of shit is that as we grow as men, you really sometimes have to apologize for your past because of the people that you harm. I remember, being like 27 and thinking about some of the shit that I did to females. Hold on, this Michael dude, you getting the fuck up out of here. I just don't like you, nigga. You gotta go. I can't even get him up out of here. Just get him the fuck up out of here, please. That Michael, whatever this bullshit last name is.
Eat a dick. Moderators, get him the fuck out of here. Cause he's been popping shit.
Get him the fuck out of here, please. I can't even do it right now. But yeah, so the illest shit is that when you grow up, you know what I'm saying? You have to look back at your past and say, damn, did I really hurt motherfuckers with the shit that I was doing? Did I really make a mistake with that shit? Nah, you know what? I gotta change how I was because look at the shit that I created. It's almost like motherfuckers created crack and look what that shit did to us. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we still want atonement. We still want apologies for a lot of shit. Them motherfuckers never apologized for that shit. They just on some, yo, y'all just got to deal with it. It just is what it is. And I'm not saying that he got to be on some old, yo, I made a mistake, but a lot of black women, you know, was always depicted as motherfuckers who, you know, just ain't shit, to where now, you know, you give me, it might be about 7 or 8 black female artists, right? 7 or 8. You know, you got the mulatto chick, you got the City Girls, you got Meg Thee Stallion. It's a couple of them, but not a lot. Give me one of them besides Rhapsody that don't say, my pussy is, just give me one of them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, we in a situation where we don't got no women that's just rapping, because MC Lyte ain't say that shit. Queen Latifah ain't say that shit. A lot of them ain't say that shit. And they was some of the biggest artists, and you could still listen to their shit this day. But it's like, ever since like Lil' Kim and Foxy came out, that's just where we was at. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like, my pussy's so good. And then what makes it so bad is that it becomes trending because it's in the TikTok videos. I seen one TikTok where the chick was like, I ain't never leave because you put your mouth on me and I'm crazy. And I was like, what the it's like a TikTok. I don't even know the words, but I'm like, what? And it's regular women who I think that I should have love and respect for, because I know, you know, you a school teacher, you a nurse, you know, you are entrepreneur, and they're using these records and these songs in their TikToks. And I'm looking at you side eye like, yo, I didn't even know you really think like that, but you think like a fucking thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought you was a little bit bigger than that. I thought you wasn't even on that type of time. But now listening to you and seeing you using that shit, or you always got your ass out, or, you know, it's just like a big turn off. And the wildest shit, you know, for me being a single guy who, you know, not looking for a woman, because you attract what you want and you attract what's going to come to you, right? But when I look at the crop of women out there, I'm like, damn, like, so every chick, you know, that's coming down my timeline, you know, just gonna do some thot shit.
Because again, that's the tension, and that is what people inherently believe is going to get them the bag. That's going to get them the quality individual, and the quality individual this day and time is somebody who has that bag, who can sit at that table, who's with those euros. And that has become, so problematic, they don't even know. They don't even know. It's like somebody smoking wools and you don't even know that shit gonna have you graduate to the pipe.
Facts. You know what's fucked up, bro? I was talking to Tad earlier. We was talking about the podcast, and, you know, because they got a podcast called the OG Wisdom Podcast. That's C Gutter, who Biggie said a line about that he was mad at because it wasn't true. And y'all might know C Gutter, so-called claim to shame, because he doesn't even speak about it, was the Hot 97 shooting. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
The OG Wisdom Podcast is about them talking about how all that shit is whack. So you might look at C Gutter, you know, the big loke from, you know, Brooklyn, he's with Biggie and all that. He like, nah, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I am what I am, but I'm not going to be in a situation to where I'm glorifying none of that shit, because I'm a black man, I'm African first. You know what I'm saying? So y'all going to be surprised by what y'all hear. So if y'all get a chance, go on iTunes and look up the OG Wisdom Podcast. Episode 1 drops tomorrow. I just did a little introduction, but the official episode drops tomorrow. So it's just like, we're in a time right now, truthfully, family, to people that can hear me. If you're not acting the ass, you're not getting no money. If you're not over sexual, you're not getting no money. If you're not if you're not fear mongering, if you're not creating a situation to where you really, really care about the people. Because one thing that I never did, I never talked about how much money I got, and I got all this money and I made this off YouTube and all that shit. And YouTube, I'm not even going to tell y'all how they doing us dirty because we sitting here for 2 hours and people really think YouTube, they look at the views. I saw so many people jumping on YouTube, and I know some people getting like $30 checks at the end of the month. And you like, damn, I went hard as hell. I done did mad lives. You probably got like $30. So it's a lot of fronting. It's a lot of fronting in that area too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fronting in that area too because they putting ads all over everything.
Right.
They, you know, we're using their servers, and then we say, yo, we need to get our own. We need to do this and we do that. But the sad thing is that we don't own shit. And that's one of the things that Kanye said that resonated with me, because I try to tell y'all, yo, this is our culture. We don't own shit in it. And we keep saying we got to get our own. But when we got to get certain money, we got to go to them and ask them for it. Now, before they give it to us, they want to say, well, what is it for? And then now they have to believe in what you're about to, what product you're about to promote. So if they don't think the product that you're about to promote is profitable and it fits certain agendas that they have, and reason why, you know, a lot of stuff that I be saying, I'm trying to move y'all away from the spooky. I'm not saying some of that stuff doesn't exist, right? What I'm trying to say to y'all is this. It is reality-based stuff that's happening, and they want you to believe that a boogeyman exists, because if you're looking for the boogeyman, you're looking for something that's mystical when the real boogeyman is right in your face. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So a lot of times people be like, oh, you're a contradiction, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you who the boogeyman is. I'm trying to point them out. I'm trying to tell you the people that we have to directly combat, but you keep looking for a devil's portal to open. And I'm telling you now, it already been open. It already been open. They control everything. They control all the money. That's why when we go to them for the money, if we not fitting certain agendas, and it's more than just some spooky stuff, or, you know, the blood sacrifices and all that shit y'all like talking about, it's deeper than that, because sometimes it's just the programming of people to take the tune up and certain things like that, or become skeezers and drug dealers. What does drug dealers do? It kills the community, it increases the prison, and increases the murder rate. So sometimes y'all thinking he had to do this, and he went to the concert, he opened the portals of hell, and no, because his music don't even reflect that. His music might have some of the kids strung out on drugs because it's a certain demographic, like the hippies. Yo, they was using psychedelics and all types of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So again, I be trying to tell people, yes, some of that stuff exists, but some of that stuff is such on a high level, they ain't gonna use no bum ass dude for this shit. They gonna get his, because again, we're praising Kanye, and I'm gonna say this again. People are praising Kanye, right? They are praising Kanye. They loving Kanye. He's not really crazy, his conversation, but his man's in them is Kid Cudi and Travis Scott. That's his people.
Right.
So how if he's so influential, why is his man wearing a dress, and why is his other man doing concerts where y'all thinking he's opened the portals of hell? Why is he with Marilyn Manson and Justin Bieber? You understand? But y'all don't, all the dude got to sit there and talk, and y'all be like, yo, he's smart, because that's what happens with, unfortunately, with our people. We always hear somebody talk with a little semblance of intelligence, and we just straight up and down be like, yo, he got knowledge himself. Yo, he woke. That's what, yo, we fell in love with that shit. So now we just got a bunch of people that could just come pacify us with a couple of things. Listen, if I ever came out with a dress, you think this man on the screen is going to ever do a live stream with me? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is Kid Cudi got on a wedding dress, makeup, panda eye, well, stuff I can't say, but he got on
all type of weirdo shit.
But bro, it's some deep symbolism to what he's really doing. And he's
hold on, your man Ross too.
this is what I'm saying. But Ross has been playing games. He had songs called Free Mason, or nah, Mason was my man.
Yeah, but all that, nah, he looking like somebody's grandmama going to church on that new shit.
But he has to though, because the music, even though I like Ross's music, it ain't been resonating because of the theatrics ain't been with it. It ain't been no beef with 50 Cent. He tried to bait Birdman into it. It didn't really work. You understand what I'm saying? So these dudes need theatrics with a lot of shit to sell it. So now it's not even.
But they look like the deaconess or the preacher's wife. Come on, yo.
But why though? Because we're gonna talk about it. It's a reverse. Listen, it's all a reverse. It's all a reverse. It's control trolling now. It's control. It is control trolling now. Now everything is being done because we're going to talk we're going to talk bad about stuff before we talk good about it. You understand what I'm saying? Anything that we have displeasure with, we're going to talk about our displeasure. We do not talk about what we love. Tyler the Creator sat with Flex and sat around, me and Flex, looking for men to have butt sex. It was a freestyle. And Flex was like, "What? Why you do that?" And then he won like album of the year. When Frank Ocean came out, I remember Tyler Creator was like, "Nah, damn, people gonna think I'm sus now." But the whole time, you saying you sus. So it's all a game.
Yeah, but that finished dude, though. Frank ain't benefit off of that shit.
I don't know what happened, but see, it could be
with one of the hottest joints, because that slide shit with
Novocaine was crazy. I ain't gonna front, but then I looked at it.
And that slide shit.
But listen though, you gotta understand.
That slide shit is a classic. So what happened?
But because we don't know what's going on with that paperwork. That shit is never gonna finish him. Sometimes it's the paperwork as far as these signing with these labels and what type of deals they be having. So it don't they start thinking that they worth more and this, that, and the third. But now we're just in a time where, you know, look at Snoop. Snoop had like 15 gimmicks in his career.
Yeah.
Like 15 gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? He just became
3 nationally syndicated TV shows.
Yeah, and just became a straight up, he was a Rasta out of nowhere. Snoop Lion, you know
what
I'm saying?
I told you where that came from.
Yeah.
That came from East New York. That came from the little homie. He can't even get around that. That's an absolute fact.
Damn.
The little homie is certified from Honduras and taught him that. And he watched him. That's who was there for Death Row East. So he can never get rid of Snoop Lion. We know that's from East New York.
Yeah, well, we're going to build on that one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I know that shit for absolute fact.
But the point that I'm making to the individuals and everybody that aspiring artists, aspiring rapper, aspiring clothing designer, if you make candles, if you're a painter, whatever you do, when you're not getting your paper, fight for your paper. Always be careful of that shortbread, because one thing that I never did, that's why y'all don't know if I got $1, $10, $100, or $1,000. Because when people think they know your financial status, then they could play with you. I went to Cancun 2 years ago, and I remember my room had a swim out pool. I don't know if people know what a swim out pool is, but a swim out pool is when you come out of your room, you go right in the pool. The pool is damn near in your room as you walk out your sliding doors. You got your own pool, right? So when you come out, that's some luxury shit. Not everybody got the swim out pool. Other people got other rooms, but I had a swim out pool. And I remember this white dude was in there and he was looking at me like, how the hell are you in this type of room? And he asked me, what do you do for a living? And I was like, yo, I'm a janitor. And I remember the female that I was with was like, why you told him that? I said, because depending on what you tell them what you do is how they gonna treat you. So I told him I was a janitor. because I know he gonna kick me in that. He gonna look at me like a bum and probably look at him. Yeah, he probably look at him. He saved his life savings to come here. You know what I'm saying? So when people ask you what you do, always know that that's some racist shit. Yo, what do you do? Why do you need to know? You know what I'm saying? So anybody, yo, what do you do for a living? Because they wondering, how the hell are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you here? Because he was like, yeah, I'm a retired officer from Toronto and all that. And I was like, yeah, I'm a janitor. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they always trying to put you in a box based off of who you are, but not understanding that the janitor could become a CEO of his own, sanitation company, his own cleaning company. But we look at titles. So that's why a lot of these black men are so, it's so important to them to say, I'm a boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss. Look, Snoop had a song called The Boss Is Like. Rick Ross, I'm a boss. You understand what I'm saying? All of them, who was on I'm a Boss? Meek Mill and Rick Ross. Snoop had a song, The Boss Is Life. What are they the boss of? Because
I don't know.
Because again,
you ain't getting no check.
That's what I was saying. How could you be the boss?
And you definitely, if you ain't getting a check, you definitely ain't signing.
Yeah,
and distributing checks.
But the point, but the point I'm making is that
the fronting,
for the fronting purposes, we know a lot of dudes be sunned out, and they so sunned out that they just straight up and down gotta poke their chest out to somebody. So you the boss of the hood, you the boss of deception, you the boss of staring narratives for people to, you the boss of influence. But what are you really influences? Like, again, when you really look at our people, it ain't too many of our people who got fucking water. Styles P and although I don't agree with everything Styles P do, some of the shit he say to me is just weird. But that's a whole nother story. He got a juice bar. Selling juice, he got SEMA. He got
a couple of them.
Yeah. So why isn't that celebrated in our community? Your Styles P juice bar. Why? Because there is no money in the health. There's money in liquor. There's money in all these dudes. It's another game that they're getting beat in. This cannabis shit. All of them, I got my own strain and all that. Yo, they don't even be owning that shit because the grower is the one who own it. So now they found a way to pimp the rappers out of this cannabis and CBD. I'm telling you, all they do is come to us and sun us out, slut us out, sun us out. And
if you looking to get something for nothing, because that's what they doing. So you got a bunch of raps, you going to bust your little raps. You going in the industry that needs more than that. Yeah. So who's the production? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? All you got is raps. They're going to sun you.
1 second. These youth, I'm not even going to say your name because you might try to use me for clout. I said janitor to fuck with them. I'm not no janitor, stupid. I said I'm a janitor because
oh my goodness.
Yeah, like, yo,
you really got to explain that?
Yeah, get them the fuck up out of here. Moderators,
you really got to explain that?
Yeah, because people,
12?
Because people are slow. They
really be on a paint tube because he made 3 comments about the janitor shit. It really bothered him. I'm not no janitor. I'm not demeaning myself a janitor. Fuck you.
I said that for a reason.
Yo, how many people in the building?
I don't know. My shit is froze. I can't even really see what's going on. It said that I'm signed out. Yeah, my shit is. That's why I said, I don't even know if they could really see. Do I got any moderators in the room? Are y'all deleting the people I'm asking you to delete? Because I can't delete the people. So these YouTube, whatever, get them out of here. That Michael dude, hopefully they the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't sit here and argue with dumb people because that be the people who just straight up and down be thumbs down and shit. And my thing is this, right? What I don't understand with people is, yo, man, why sometimes you can't just enjoy the dialogue, even if you don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
but disagree with some sense.
This is exactly
make it a debatable point.
Exactly.
With some intelligence.
Yeah, like
that's my square.
Yeah, like because I sit in front of anybody. I sit in front of anybody and mentally spar with them. That's why they don't want me on certain platforms, because they already know nigga is sharp. But let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's get back to it because look what their lies did.
Mm-hmm.
Their lies and deception allowed this new chick to come in the game and get beat worse than they did. We're talking about this. This is two and 3 decades later. Yes. Why is she signing a deal like that? But if you listen to her song, she did the same shit. Mm-hmm. Her songs are a mentality that that's resonating with a lot of these women.
I'm not losing subscribers by kicking people out. You don't know what you're talking about, please. You don't know what you're talking about. Again.
Because the same way he kicked 2 or 3 out, he done got 4 tonight.
This is what I'm saying. Y'all don't
don't see it.
Yeah, y'all just don't be knowing what you're talking about. And please, don't tell me how to do this game. Please. All you could do is learn. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a teacher and I teach people, but I'm not like people. You can't go on Oprah audience and sit in her audience and call her a bitch. Security just gonna come and escort you out. And if you think she a bitch, why are you there? You know what I'm saying? So I don't have people that's here with me that's just gonna be here with animosity and hatred, because I got people. I'm telling
disdain.
You, disdain. I'm telling you, I know why though.
Because y'all girls be liking me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the matter at hand.
Right. So like I'm saying, you see what they lies did?
Mm-hmm.
Now this chick, you see her deal? Come on, yo.
But I'm gonna tell you why though, bro. Again, why I said the janitor thing is because desperation, when you desperate, sometimes you'll do anything in your desperation, right? So if you hungry, if a nigga put Outpost dog food in front of you, if you don't eat it, they gonna look at you like, oh, you too good to eat the dog food, so you're not that hungry. You understand what I'm saying? This is how people play with you. This is how people play.
Yeah, that's dehumanizing.
But this is what they now look. Let me tell you, this is what they.
That person should never eat the dog food, but should eat the person that put the dog food there. But I don't want that food, but I'm gonna eat you.
But this
I'm about to bite your fucking face off.
But this is what they do. They say, watch my Chris Gotti interview, man. Watch my Chris Gotti interview. They said to him before, that's a lot of money for you. He said, yo, if they ever tell you that's a lot of money for you, he said, that's the most racist shit they could ever tell you. So At the end of it all, what they do is, you flat broke. Think about, I gave this analogy before, but think about a college before they got their bread. Right? Before they got their bread, before you was able to get paid in college. These kids they couldn't even get sneakers. They couldn't even get sneakers. They couldn't get nothing professional. They had to straight up and down make this school might make $7 million, right? And the kids don't get nothing, right? So you couldn't even take sneakers, you couldn't take no car ride, you couldn't even take a plate of food because you was a amateur. And whenever you took money, whatever you took money, that was only for professional. So what they do is they take these artists that got all the talent, but they know your mother can. They say your mother might be a custody, or your mother's like 15 years older than you. You know what I'm saying? You got a momager. What they do is they straight up and down dangle the carrot in your face. So you come in, you got all the talent, you done sung in front. Look at Bobby Shmurda was on the fucking table, man. He was on the table dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So any money that they gave him, he was going to take. He was going to take.
Yeah, but isn't he another one that was getting to the bag without the industry?
He was up on his way to, but he took the bag too quick. He was on his way to because he had it. He had it.
Right.
He had it. So what they do is these individuals come in these labels and all they hard work and talent, and they mother straight up and down be there, they father, or might be their grandmoms, and they'll say they know they're about to make $60 million off this motherfucker. They'll be like, yo, we give you $200 right now. Give you $200. We'll put you in the cab. You know what I'm saying? So you start getting shit that you never got. Like, you'll get jewelry, you'll get car, you'll get a house, and you don't got none of that shit, bro. Think about it. Some of these people don't have shit. So anything, listen, take a zero, right? Everybody picture a zero right now. Put a 1 in front of a 0. You just made it worth something. Now it's a 10 because it was just a 0. Put a 1 in front of a 0. It's a 10. So you just made something worth something. But it's still only 10, but it beat the 0. You understand what I'm saying? So they'll give people a couple of dollars, but you don't got shit, so you're going to take it. But you don't know that you done signed everything.
But what about the individuals that got family that's in it? Come on. They ain't hurting and they ain't desperate like that. So why y'all signing the bullshit deals?
Because you think they ain't hurting and they ain't desperate, but they hurting and desperate too. I don't know any artist that's getting all they worth, all they bread. And then they got this new stupid shit. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. Cut it out, because
cut it out. That's sucker
talk. That's a shit Jim Jones started, and then I heard Charlemagne regurgitate that bullshit. I'm like, you could regurgitate, but you could get what you negotiate, but at the same time, if you ain't worth shit, you don't have negotiating power, because they will straight up and down be like, yo, I will pass. You understand what I'm saying?
What's one of the most racist jokes that I heard from executives in the industry?
What's up?
When it comes to black men, they said that there's one thing that a pizza pie can do that a black man can't.
What's that?
A pizza pie could feed a black family. That's the type of shit that these executives be on.
Oh no, I heard worse.
Do you understand that?
Yeah. And they don't.
You can't even feed your family. A pizza pie got more value than a black man.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come to this table, this is how they handling you.
Mm-hmm.
But dudes run into this shit. And then you got masses of people that's going to argue with you because they are under the perception that because these dudes can sit with these bastards, that they hold some type of energy over any of us. Like, we supposed to look at them as somebody. They ain't nobody.
You know what's wild, bro?
The dudes in the street that I see every day, busting their ass. Mechanics, truck drivers. I see them every day getting to it. Hold more integrity than these bastards.
You know it's deep. You know I won't say what kind, but I got a 2021 truck, right? 2021, brand new. I think I'm up to like 4,000 miles on it. Just got it. You know, I got it a few months ago, like the beginning of the summer. Just put 4,000. Yo, in 2 months, my shit old.
Yeah.
In 2 months, my shit old. So when you be seeing these dudes, and you be like, yo, he got the 2021 Bentley. Yo, in 2 months, his shit old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I only got that because I just needed a fucking new car, and I wasn't doing nothing used, because even in the market right now, because of the Reezy, a lot of the ships couldn't come over with the chips.
Mm-hmm.
So the used cars, they couldn't make a lot of new cars. So the used cars value went up. They couldn't make new cars. So the used car value went up. The used car market is worth damn near as much as the brand new car. People don't even know that. And when you buy a used car, you don't get all the perks and warranties that you get for a new car. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of games that they be playing with us, and we don't know we don't have the education, and then we have people who try to give the education. You get called haters, you get called broke, bitter, old, and all this shit like that. But it's like, yo, I'm giving you game because I'm gonna be real with you, man. I don't gotta do this shit. Seriously, I could, like, I tell people every day. I just told Tad today. I said, yo, I'm looking for my exit anyway. You know what I'm saying? This is not really what I'm kind of over this shit anyway. I'm doing this shit for fun right now, but I got other shit that I can do and will do. You know what I'm saying? But as I go out, I'm gonna go out with my hand in the air. How Jordan went with Game 6 against Utah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go out on my terms of how I want to go out. You know what I'm saying? But they done gave people the megaphone that don't give you shit.
Right.
And they gave them the megaphone, and they on these big platforms, and you looking at these views and all this shit. And I'm like, well, what the fuck did you learn? You done listen to this nigga for 2 hours. What did you, give me one thing that you learned. Give me one thing. Give me one thing that you learned, heard, that you could take and say, damn, I'm gonna apply that in my life.
Nothing.
Yeah, not a damn thing.
Nothing. You know what they tell them?
Mm-hmm.
How to insert themselves in this racist, degenerate, dehumanizing ass industry. That's all they tell them. And they think it'd be so deep. Oh, word. I didn't think about that. I should get a lawyer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You dumbass. They've been telling you that since the 50s. You ain't say nothing slick.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yo, you make sure this and make... They're not telling them nothing. But it feeds the ego. It feeds the narcissist of these individuals who want to be actors, artists, musicians, and all this other funny shit.
Yo, what is it about us with the fucking pocket watching? Like, you never heard Brad Pitt say, yo, I make more money. Right. Yeah, I make more money than De Niro. Or right. De Niro. We don't. Yo, right. We the only motherfuckers that a nigga could say he getting a certain amount of money. And we be on some, oh, he got this. He, like, yo, I never ever, I be laughing because I be like, yo, that nigga lying. I'm telling y'all, with this podcast shit, yo, a lot of these dudes are lying. Mm-hmm. But all they have to do is put it out there. The PR hits the publications.
Right.
And the publications run the story. And then the perception sells the story based off the reality. And a lot of, and unfortunately, with our people, a lot of our reality is based off of perception. It's not what's real, it's just what you think.
Right.
You know what
so
I'm saying?
If I put on a goddamn shirt and tie, every time we come on Outspoken and talk with my grippers real tight and proper, and then they'll start believing me. Right?
Mm-hmm. Or I could have on the biggest, fakest chain ever.
Right.
But you would think it's real because I got a real one. And again, a lot of these artists, their jewelry is fake. The women are fake.
Women is fake.
Yeah, the cars are not theirs. And even the money is fake. Even the money is fake. The money is
That's what I'm saying. So now we know that the money's fake.
Mm-hmm.
That they don't have that he wasn't getting it. So now you built a whole legacy.
Mm-hmm.
On false fake news, as 45 would say. That's the fake news.
Yeah.
Right? This is where we at with it. But you want me to believe that they going to change prison reform because of this broke bum ass. He the same dude. You know, and all these little things that these stories that they come up with that people just don't pay attention to. They not for you. They not doing shit for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they in an alignment and in an alliance with people who have never been for you. And a couple of raps ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, because I you know what's funny though what you're saying that, bro? Because again, we done had the meetings where yo, how you hitting me, asking me, and shout out to my ad manager at the time, because me and her is mad cool, and she was fighting for me for a lot of stuff. But she was saying how, if she listening, it was whatever, but she was saying how, like, you know, it's hard to get ads for a show called The Gangster Chronicles, and like no filter. They want to know what you're talking about, and I'm like, huh? All the fucking mob movies y'all got, and
right.
You know what I'm saying? If it was The Gangster Chronicles with fucking Sammy the Bull and all of them, I'm pretty sure y'all will find a way to get the money. Just say it's hard to get money because we niggas. Just say that shit. Just say that. You know what I'm saying? Just say it's hard for you to get certain ads because I'm a nigga. Just say that. Because she was like, yo, your numbers are phenomenal. Your numbers is great. But, you know, we got some blue chews coming. I'm like, yo, man, I don't got no problem getting my meat hard. So I ain't selling people on some real shit. I ain't selling no fucking blue chews. I ain't doing it. Because I'm like, damn, man, I said this shit on another show. Like, man, look at us, man. All we are, we got to sell to people liquor. I don't drink. I got to sell cannabis shit. I don't smoke. I got to sell erectile dysfunction pills and my joint, you know, get hard.
Or chicken wings.
Or chicken. This is what I'm saying. This
and now he ain't even got wings no more. He got thighs.
But look though, bro. But listen, on some real shit, not even.
They don't bust them down the thighs.
Listen, I don't even want to laugh at this shit because then that's all we are though. But that's all we are. That's all they look at us like. That's all we are. So when I got the Raycon shit, and I got the Manscaped shit that for the clippers for your Johnson area, you should hear the live read that I had to do because it's called live. Again, it's a lot of shit that y'all don't know, and a lot of people be fronting, but they don't even know what a live read is and all that shit. But I'm like, yo, I gotta say this shit. Yeah, yo, it's $25 CPM. So when you got a $25 CPM for every 1,000 listens, you get $25. So if you do a show and you got 50,000 listens at $25 at per 1,000, you just made grip off a show. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lot of these dudes don't do those numbers like that. They do the numbers on YouTube, but a lot of the podcast companies don't care about YouTube. So that's why I keep telling people, and they think I'm, you know, being grumpy or whatever. They'll be like, yo, I tell you, if you don't have your audio on a podcast format, you don't have a podcast, you have a YouTube show. Because when you go to these companies and you say, yo, I got a podcast, I just did 300,000 views on the episode, they're going to say, is it on iTunes? Is it on Spotify? When you say no, they're going to be like, well, it's not a podcast then. But that's game that I be trying to give people, but they be thinking that it's some angry shit. But it's really not. I'm trying to give you game. But again, y'all be so combative. Y'all don't even realize when the motherfucker is trying to help you. But again, you know, all we are worth is shit that ain't worth shit to us. Like I was like, yo, man, I was like, yo, y'all don't got no water companies? I sell the shit out some water. I'm always working out. I'm always doing a bunch of shit. So they gonna buy the water. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you don't got no fitness companies? Get me some jump ropes. I sell the shit out them shits. But it wasn't, they don't look at our people as healthy people. They don't look at our people as people who are intelligent. They look at us as alcoholic, weed smoking, over sexual. Think about it. Blue chews is sex. Liquor companies is alcohol, and cannabis is weed. That's how they look at us. That all we do is smoke, drink, and fuck. And I was like, yo, come on, man. Like, fucking blue. I ain't doing no blue chew. Then I had got another one for a hair loss company. And I'm like, I got all my fucking hair. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was weird. I was trying to find ads that would really, really fit what I'm about. Right. Because this is what I could sell, you know, because I could easily sell this, you know what I'm saying? And again, they was just like, nah, we don't, you know. So again, a lot of times when y'all listen to me,
Right, they don't want you to.
Yeah, but what I want
there's gonna be no growth for your people, nigga.
This is what
that's what they say. Nah, we ain't doing that.
But listen.
You gonna do this, or you not in it.
But this is what I'm saying. What a lot of times when y'all listen to me, I want y'all to listen to what I'm really, really saying, and not only listening, like really, really hear me, because I be trying to tell y'all shit that's real that they be trying to do behind these boardrooms. And again, y'all so caught up in, yo, he went in the boardroom and he felt his meat, or yo, that shit is degrading. But look at the analogy he just gave you with the pizza pie. You understand what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, look at how they tell you what we're worth. We only worth.
That's how because you going in there from a space where you're on your knees to beg.
Facts.
You understand? Like he said, yo, you can't be afraid to go in front of the white folks and tell them your dreams.
That's what Rick Ross said.
What?
Right? Rick Ross said that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? But you want to go to the hood and tell them you the boss. But you was just on your knees and they're begging for them to make your dreams come true.
To cut a check. Yeah, to cut a check.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a brain can conceptualize that? You going in there and you understanding that you're about to beg.
Yeah, it's a lot of...
You want respect on the other end. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Because you gotta remember too, bro. When you go in there, that's what the meeting is for. Like, cause yo, they didn't even understand when I said that, why I don't like meetings. They didn't understand why I said I don't like meetings. Meetings is bullshit, because at the end of the day, you going in there and all we gonna do is talk about another meeting.
Right.
And we have people who really wanna do business. They do that shit over Zoom. They do that shit over Skype. They do that shit over goddamn FaceTime if they have to. If you really, really, really want it, if somebody really wants you and really want to do business with you, and if you really, really worth something, man, they gonna pull out all the stops. They will send a damn G4 to you to fly you in or whatever. All of this, yo, let's meet in January. So when black dudes be like, yo, let's have a sit down, niggas, eat a dick. I'm not going on no date with you. Whatever business we should be doing, let's talk about it now. So again, when you see the advertisement that I put up in the beginning of the show, I charge the low for promotion. You know what I'm saying? If you see it's only $100, don't come in my DM and be like, yo, I'm gonna get with you in 2 weeks. Listen, you wasted my fucking time and yours. This shit is, you're not ready to move. Why are you hitting me up?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Think about it. Now, somebody said I hate job interviews. Think how real that is. You go in a job interview and this person look you up and down and ask you the dumbest shit ever. It has nothing to do with the job. It has nothing to do with you even qualified. It has a lot to do with how they feel about you. They didn't like your energy. They didn't like certain shit. They didn't like the way you dress. Again, everything is to like to size you up and to see if they want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
To see if you're going to be a fit.
Yep.
To see if you defeated enough to go and come up in this space, because I'm responsible for bringing you in the house, field nigga. So if I'm one of you, I got to make sure that you're not going to come and upset what's going on in the house here. If it's one of them, they got to make sure you're not coming in there to rile up the ones they already got in the house. That's all this shit is about.
What did I say on Drink Champs? I said, yo, one thing I hate more than anything is these black gatekeepers. How you trying to keep us out?
Yeah.
And you ain't even really in.
Well, because they don't know they in.
Listen,
and that's what happens. They have these meetings and check. This is what they do. They come to tell us what Euro we should be paying attention to. Them Euros don't go in their spaces and talk about, oh yeah, I did a deal with this one, or I did a deal. They hushed it on that shit. They don't be bigging them dudes up nowhere. Them photo ops and all that shit, that's for us to oogle at and be like, oh, yo, they came and got him from jail in the plane. Oh,
yeah.
That shit ain't for them.
Yeah. Cause you ain't
for them.
You ain't on his gram.
Right.
Yeah, yo.
That shit is for us to oogle and argue at. And I'm wondering, well, then which one of them the massages grippers? Because he's smiling a little bit too hard.
Word.
You wasn't smiling that much when your mama was there. Or your man's in them. But when the Euros around, you cheesing. Hard body. You can't stop smiling. Clapping and shit at the game. You just a bundle of joy. And this is what they do on the regular. So now, you saying you was doing all that. And they immediate peoples wasn't giving you no check. They wasn't handling you fairly.
But how you on Twitter talking about I need a lawyer, y'all? so the average common Joe, the average Joe on Twitter supposed to get you a fucking lawyer? Huh?
Yo, like I continuously say, this has become the most ignorant part of our legacy. They dropped the ball on this shit. And the only reason that I even entertain it is because I know that there's always going to be a generation of youth using our culture that's going to continue giving us life. And when I tell you they dropped the ball on this, they dropped the ball on it. And all of the pioneers and all of that new school is responsible for that. Because now this generation, the next school, has to suffer in spaces where they shouldn't have. Because these dudes done dropped the ball on it because they chose to get high. They chose to bullshit with their peoples. They chose to misrepresent the street and do all type of whole weirdo F shit just so they could separate and distance themselves from the true aspects of the culture.
But
that's just what it is,
but
yo.
Bust it, right? All the people, the pioneers that we supposed to respect from the culture, right? And this is going to, you know, people are going to get mad at this shit. I don't give a fuck because I'm here to make people mad with the truth. All the pioneers that we supposed to respect from the culture, the Cool Hercs and all of them, they never talk about how they was cussed, right? And reason why that's important, not to make fun of them. It's important because they supposed to say, because we became custies, and the way they had us custied out, we dropped the ball on the culture because we didn't know the business, because we was, you know, we was getting high. And I don't blame them for that. Again, that was a mission, a seek and destroy against our people. And a lot of our people fell victim. I don't blame them for that, right? But they became custies. So they dropped the ball on the culture because this when the culture was the beginning. This is the beginning of the culture, but they didn't even know it was worth any money. They didn't even know that it was going to make any money. Once they seen that it was going to make money, they gave a lot of black men prestige, fame, and a couple of dollars. And dudes, yo, get this research Black Rock dude the fuck out of here. You type that 4 or 5 times. Get out my chat room, nigga. I'm tired of that. Get that person out of here. But what they did was they did that to them, and then we just watched generations of people who came in the culture that suffered from substance abuse. So in the 90s, everybody was weed and beer, weed and 40s. Niggas had St. Eyez commercials. You know what I'm saying? Going back to what I said. Niggas was selling St. Eyez. Weed and St. Eyez. Weed and St. Eyez. Then we went from that to niggas is doing pills. So I feel like the OGs in the game should come and say, yo, look, they straight up and down, we got strung out on drugs and we lost the culture, and y'all the babies of the culture, and y'all gonna lose the shit too, because there's a lot of money to be made if y'all don't clean up your act. One of the ways you clean up your act is you gotta stop getting high. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the shit too. So when I speak out against getting high and all that, I get a lot of resistance. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of resistance. I'm never going to stop, because you got to remember, if you look at what is marketed and promoted to us, it's always some type of get high shit. You understand what I'm saying? So when are we in a situation to where, yo, again, so none of us, we don't got no sober men. We don't. Our whole demographic of black men, we're made to believe that there's no women that ain't fast. There's what we're made to believe. So now, when you speak to a woman who's a square and not into that shit, you don't even really know how to engage with them no more, because you're so busy talking to hoes that you just like, yo, send me some pussy pictures. And when she say no, you like, on to the next one. You understand what I'm saying? When I be with people, they be like, yo, you don't smoke? I'm like, no. Why not? Huh? Why is that a conversation? You don't drink? Why not? Why do you do it? Because you want to ask why I don't do it. Why do you do it? You understand what I'm saying? So now we're in a situation to where we're made to believe that all of our women are hoes, and then all of the men smoke and drink. All of it. It ain't one dude that don't smoke or drink, or got a bunch of kids everywhere. So you looking at a man who don't smoke or drink, don't got a bunch of children everywhere. So I'm like a fucking unicorn, like I don't even exist no more. Then I seen people in the chat say, yo, dude like 40 years old and don't got no kids, he must be sus. Like, this is the mentality, because I'm supposed to have spread a bunch of babies everywhere and I ain't never been married. And then people ask me why you don't have children. I say, because I don't want a baby mother, I want a wife. I don't want to put babies in a female that I'm not married to, because I believe in the black family. So if I'm not going to have the black family structure, then I ain't going to have nothing. But the fact that I think like this, oh, he must be sus, or knowing that I spit out somebody's mouth, but I'm just saying, this is the mentality that we have. This is the mentality that we carry. This is the regurgitation that happened. You know what I'm saying? What does it take to have children? 2 minutes? 2 minutes? A minute?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But I don't.
That ain't no skill.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. That ain't even no skill. You know what I'm saying? I know some chicks that was like, yo, I got pregnant off a pre-cum. That nigga was whacking the sack. Facts. And got a baby, and you got to deal with somebody their whole fucking life. So my whole thing is, I've never been a dude who was like, yo, I'm getting her pregnant, I just never been on that type of time. That shit just never been my thing, especially if I don't got no intention for you. And I don't see myself being with you forever. So what the fuck am I have a baby with you for? You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes I don't even want to fuck with you at all, because again, I'm not motivated by pussy. It will never ever motivate me. It ain't gonna make me get out the bed. It ain't gonna make me do nothing. I'm not no little nigga. Pussy used to make you take a shower, used to make you go get a haircut, used to make you do all that shit. Now you don't even gotta do none of them things, and the dudes is still beating everything. You understand what I'm saying? Everything. Some of the highest top quality, so-called highest top quality women is giving up they box to dudes that can't even they ain't even got no pennies. They ain't even got no brownies. Because
I see some of that shit on Twitter. I'll be like,
this is what I'm saying. So again, with us, I'm not like these other niggas. And if I'm not going to be treated like the king that I am, then I don't want to be treated like nothing. Because I'm not no bum. I don't carry myself like no bum. And that has nothing to do with gear, fly, none of that. It's just the mentality. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a situation, because you think about a lot of women, be like, damn, I love my child, but if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't have did it with him. That's some fucked up shit when you really think about it. I'd rather be in a situation to where like, yo, I got a beautiful ex-wife. We just didn't work, but I'm happy for her. I'm glad for her. We still friends forever. And that shit don't even be like that. Motherfuckers be hating each other. And again, our dysfunction is so promoted. It's promoted on reality TV. It's promoted. We got like marriage boot camp and all this shit.
Not even promoted now, it's imitated in other nations.
But it's imitated.
You understand?
Yeah, but
we got people in the continent.
Yeah.
With shows imitating reality TV.
Yo,
movies imitating shit that we seen, the shit that ain't even going on in their country to that degree. Yo, false narratives.
Yo, you know who some of the biggest hoochies on Twitter is? The African girls. That shit is sad. And they naturally got big asses too. And if you see how they carrying themselves with the weaves and the makeups and all that, I'm like, and then they'll be walking through, I don't mean to laugh.
Walking through the village.
Walking through a fucking village. That's worth everything I love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imitating that because, again, it's shit is selling.
You walking through, hold on. You walking through a fucking village. Hold up, the voice of reason ain't never supposed to laugh. But now you walking through a fucking village? You walking through a village and trying to be a thot? You trying to get discovered in a fucking village? You live in a hut?
I gotta learn the language because I seen one where dude took the chick up into like an abandoned hut and was trying to get some skins. And the shit was just bug. I'm just watching it like, yo, I gotta understand. No subtitles though. Yeah. But this shit is just crazy. So I say, so she's the village thot and you're in the hut trying to, what is this?
And you're doing it for the gram though.
Right, y'all don't get down like that, or do y'all? This is how y'all getting down. So where are we getting the morals and the values from? Like, who's really woke and conscious?
Yeah,
like, what are we doing?
But look, over
Why
here,
y'all imitating this bullshit?
Look though, right, bro, we got some of these conscious woke people trying to imitate what they think going on over there,
right?
And the motherfuckers over there trying to imitate the whole. So who's fooling who now? It's the
right. Who's fooling who? Who's woke and who's the dummy?
Yo, right.
And it's all for one common denominator.
But busting, right?
That's bad.
But listen, though, right?
Now that we finding out that people not getting.
Right. And in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The one-eyed man is king. The man with one leg can rule everybody in wheelchairs.
Right. If that's the science behind that book of Eli, Flick with Denzel, some wanted that book.
Yep.
I get this, we good.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, because they be coming down my timeline like, damn, what the hell did I watch that got me with all these? I'm trying to find my phone.
I don't question it no more because I watch everything. I watch everything on every social media platform. And the shit that I see on Twitter, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's some healing and some real deep reflective pieces that need to be reinserted. Because we down deep in this shit, man. We really down deep in it. And trust and believe it's going to cause us much harm, much casualties. It's going to cause us a lot of harm and a lot of casualties of people wasting time on some dumb shit.
Nah, it's too late,
and
bro.
Ignorance.
It's too late.
Ignorance.
It's too late.
Is the tool.
It's the tool. Yo, but it's too late. You know why?
Some of these niggas just gotta die, man.
For real. Listen, man. If I know it's not really right and exact, I don't believe it, but we need to know what's up right about now. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. We need to know what's up because some of this shit just got to get washed out because with me, like.
But do you think that it's getting washed out by people such as Snoop that are now exposing the truth? Like does that give people a different gaze and saying, yo, you know what? Man, maybe I really don't want this shit because if he wasn't getting it, that's serious.
Nah, because a lot of people just feel like that ain't gonna be me.
Oh, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, but people don't believe.
You.
But people don't believe that though. But people don't believe it's gonna be me. Listen, what did I say? Right? I say to them every day, if the music industry is evil, everybody's a Satan worshiper. To get on top, you got to go to Illuminati. You got to sacrifice. Why you want to fuck with it so bad? Because if you tell me straight up and down that all this industry is about, and yo, if you go in that door, they gonna set you on fire, I'm not going in that door. So if you want to sit here and tell me that everything about this game is not right and exact, is evil, nobody's gonna make it, nobody's gonna get big unless they do this. So why you rapping? Why you rapping then? Because I'm not fucking with nothing evil. I'm telling you that it is a lot of that going on, but there's ways around it. I've been trying to give y'all the way around it, but you're not listening because you still sitting there listening to niggas who got succumbed by it.
Yeah.
Listen, when you sign certain deals, it is a deal. What deal did you make? And I'm telling y'all, because again, I have people arguing with me who never ever had a contract in their face.
Right.
Never had paperwork.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah, they arguing with me, somebody who owns a company, a few of them, and then had paperwork and contracts and signed deals and contracts. And I understand when you sign a contract, regardless to what, you're making a deal with the devil. And the worst thing about it, we got individuals, and I'm going to keep going in on with them, these black excellence ass niggas. Why ain't they protecting us from the devil? Why isn't all these dudes who talk this black excellence shit, all them fucking niggas that's at the Rock Nation brunch talking about, yeah, the new black billionaires, why ain't they protecting us from the bullshit? Why are they bringing us right into it and
because they feel.
But listen, no, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Bruised up.
Now I'm gonna tell you why.
Somebody joining in me. Somebody gonna get. Yo, I'm not
exactly.
Gonna keep
This is what
to
I'm.
Me.
The reason why what you're saying is right and exact is because we keep thinking that this man sacrificed somebody in his family.
Right.
He's sacrificing your ass.
Right.
And then what they're gonna do is they're going to bring a whole drone of people that they could tax right off them. They could shit on them. They bring in the women. Rick Ross said on the Breakfast Club, I don't work with women because I'm piping all of them. Straight up. So that means if you sign with them, if you sign with Ross and you don't want to give him no box, he not signing you. So what did that say about the chicks who signed to them?
Right.
So y'all should, so again, when we dealing with this music, when we dealing with these industries, when we dealing with these podcasts, when we dealing with a lot of this shit, we also should be in a situation to where we like, yo, hold on, at any given time, I walk away from all this shit. So we laugh when Mace went to church. And it's even with the bad boy shit, I know the science behind all that, but I ain't never telling you. But I know why. All I'm gonna say is this. Everybody that was affiliated with Bad Boy, how did they leave the label?
Quickly.
But how did they leave the label?
Painfully. Some went to prison.
Nope.
Some went to, yeah.
Just because you go to jail, that don't mean you leave. They all left via religion. That's all I'm going to say. Craig Mack went to a cult. Sean became a small hat. Loon became a head bumper.
Right.
And Mace became a Christian. That's how
and so did G Dep, because he said he wanted to be good with God, so he went in there and confessed.
So you don't think that's in the paperwork somewhere? The only way you could leave is if you, for religious reasons?
Or a case. I'm telling you, I believe that's in the paperwork too. I believe that the only way you can get out of that space is catching a felony, because there's too many of them that do it.
Nah, you still in because that's good for marketing now. That's good for marketing. I'm telling you, I think that's in the paperwork The only way you could leave is if you go due to religious reasons.
Yeah, but that would have to be some newfangled paperwork. Because what about Al Green and them?
No. But every contract is not the same. Not every contract.
You just talking about that
particular contract. Yeah, that particular contract because
got you.
Because y'all talking about people who leave and all that, but no, he didn't want Sherry Dennis or Babs or nobody like that. I'm not talking about them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people that
the earnest.
Yeah, the earnest that he didn't want to leave. Loon, Craig Mack, Mace, and Shine. They was people that was capable of shit. That shit is in the paperwork. I bet you it's in the paperwork because they all left. And listen, and I got a shit on here that if you go look at it, because like I said, it ain't nothing is new under the sun. The shit I've been talking about. I have a video on this channel that say, what God does Diddy serve if everybody left him and went to a different God? None of them even went to the same God. None of them is down together. None of them went to the same God as each other.
No.
They all went to every denomination of religion. But he always talk about God. But what God did he fuck with? Because none of them fucked with his God.
I told you.
What I'm saying, we know.
I told you. What he served and what service is in. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Somebody said Mary J. Mary J. Blige was never on Bad Boy.
Bad Boy.
That's shit, yo, man. Oh, sometimes it's just good to just spectate. Just don't comment because you just don't do it. But yeah, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here.
Yeah, because I got like 3 early in the morning.
Damn.
Anger management sessions.
Yeah, I gotta put this podcast up.
But I heard snow is coming, and I gotta get prepped. I'm not prepped for the snow at all, so I gotta get some. I got my shirts. I gotta get some long johns.
And boots. I don't wear boots in the snow.
I got boots. I ain't worried about boots. I need long johns.
Yo.
So we get ready to do the long john fun.
Yeah.
Cash App, right? I need long johns.
Yo, but listen.
Or send them shits to the address.
They still got them itchy ass long johns. I ain't wear long johns.
Nah, I don't fuck with them itchy ones.
Them shits, yo, was a little kid.
Yeah, Carhartt shits and all that. No.
Little kid, they ain't love us, man. They had us itchy ass long johns.
All that shit, scratchy shit, shit all on your neck.
But think about corduroys. They heard you walking, coming down the block. Damn, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's crazy.
I got corduroys now.
I don't wear corduroys no more.
Shit.
They make them back.
I don't wear denim.
You don't wear denim?
But I wear some corduroys.
What you mean you don't wear denim?
I don't wear jeans. I don't wear denim.
Ah, that's a whole nother damn show. God, dude,
don't wear denim.
Fuck you don't wear jeans for? Fuck jeans.
Nah. Anything that it got to do with pants, going to be some type of fly material. Linen, wool, corduroy, all that shit. But I'm not wearing no denim.
Corduroy ain't no goddamn fly material.
Yeah, if you get the right ones.
Nah.
You got to get the right ones and be sharp as hell with it. But I'm not wearing denim. Don't wear jeans.
Who don't wear? I wear jeans. I wear the shit out of jeans. I ain't wearing no skinny jeans though.
I'm not wearing them.
I ain't wearing no skinny jeans, and I ain't wearing no boot cut either.
Listen, they just reminded me that I was in hard bottoms for the first 3 years I was on the set. They was wondering when I was going to stop wearing hard bottoms. I was like, yo, fuck that. I did a decade, man. I got to be fly in this motherfucking streets. Y'all ain't going to mistake me for none of these young bucks. Run down on me. You going to know I'm about it. I'm $400 or $500 hard bottoms, yo.
So you still put creases in your pants?
Nah, I don't never wear creases.
You got permanent creases?
Never wear creases. If I go to the cleaners, don't crease my shit. I'm adamant about that. I don't wear creases in my pants.
Yo, what people don't know, they laugh at skinny jeans, but dudes used to straight up and down straight leg their pants. Those shit was
straight leg their own pants. Yeah, sewing that shit up.
That was just skinny jeans before skinny jeans. So skinny jeans ain't no.
On with some Clarks.
Nah, not the
That's
kid.
what they used to do. They used to, Lees and all that.
So people think skinny jeans is new. They not. Niggas used to straight leg their pants. Yeah, they used to straight leg their pants. Some shit look just like skinny jeans.
There's always been a different fad from flare bottoms to straight, flare to straight. It's just they went ridiculous with it this era.
Yeah, because the skinny came all the way up to the top. It used to be at the bottom. Yeah, it used to be at the bottom.
And sagging.
Yeah.
So that shit don't even match. And then to be fat, chubby dudes doing it.
Word.
Your ass is skinny jeans and you fucking sagging and you got man hips. Fuck is the matter? What's going on, man?
You got mips?
Yeah, nips. You nips with skinny jeans and sagging. You look ridiculous. And a belly. Your chubby ass about thick ass gonna get tossed up around here. Looking crazy. But y'all let it pass and let them call themselves bosses and all type of shit. And I get, listen, that's a whole nother story. That's why I'm gonna get on the OG podcast so we can really go in.
Yeah. We don't do it.
Can't wait to be a guest on that shit. Yeah. Cause I take it back, way back. Yeah, the punches on birthday. Like, that's your man if he let you give him punches on his birthday type shit.
Facts.
You dig what I'm saying? Kids ain't even doing that shit no more. Now they gotta buy my friend this, buy. Nah, motherfucker, we gave them punches on their birthday.
Word.
And they appreciated that shit.
I ain't straight legging no pants. Yo, I don't iron my clothes neither. You know that, right?
Really?
Nah, I don't iron shit.
Nah, I gotta iron my shit.
Listen,
T-shirts and all.
Just wearing that shit. I don't iron nothing. I don't even own. I gotta iron, but I don't use that shit. I don't iron.
Yeah, gotta do that. I iron my shit.
Fuck that. Because
you put bounce in the dryer and it still don't get it. When I come on no filter or outspoken, my T-shirt gotta be crispy.
That's you. I ain't ironing shit. I don't got no time.
Yeah. Gotta do that. I ain't gonna be all wrinkled like the commercial.
Damn that. I ain't ironing nothing. I don't care how much wrinkles is in it. I'm just rocking it with respect.
Be like this and shit, chick talking about, and you look comfortable. Nah, baby, my shit is pressed.
I ain't got no
press.
Anyway, yeah. I'm telling you, I just don't iron. Straight up. I just buy some new shit. I ain't ironing.
So yeah, if it's about 400, 500, 600, if it's about 800 in the building, yeah. Get it right. I need a long john fund.
Right.
Because it's going to snow. They talking about Tuesday, Wednesday. My grippers ain't going to be out.
Word.
Y'all won't see me on Outspoken. I'll tell you that.
You got the brick grippers.
Get the long john fund popping at the cash app, damn it.
Yeah, you got these dudes with these with they mips out. These is all called. Yo, these niggas walk around with they back fat out. You know what I'm saying? and yo, man, I ain't gonna go into that, man. Listen. Anyway.
My goodness.
Yo, so
so y'all stop believing these artists, man. They ain't got the bag. So if they don't have the bag, they shouldn't be influencing your lifestyle.
Facts.
Simple as that.
Yeah. So on that note, about to get up out of here. I'll be with you later, bro.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Until next time, which might be tomorrow, depending on how I feel. We'll build. I am on Instagram. I expect all of my followers to follow me on Instagram. I expect all my followers to subscribe to my podcast. This is what I expect. And if you want to hit the Cash App, you could. Information is there. Be back tomorrow. I need a good nap. You know what I'm saying? A nap. You know what I'm saying? So, until tomorrow, you already know what happens. Oh, again, before I go, this is very important. All right, stop the beat. Listen, $100. I promote whatever you need on all my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, my Facebook, my Insta stories, my YouTube community, and my website, which will be featured on the website at the top. Just hit me up on Instagram at Doggy Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Do not hit me. Talking about I'm going to see you, my pay. When you get paid, then hit me. And you got to be Cash App ready. Because I know about the PayPal trick. Y'all never going to get me with that PayPal shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have Instagram, hit me on Twitter hit me on a lot of stuff. I'm telling you, I'll be giving y'all information with the religion, but you know, I be knowing a lot of stuff. You know, I just gotta give it to you know, people in pieces. But yeah, only $100. I'm not even charging a lot, and I just do promo for you. You know what I'm saying? I have a big audience and a big following, and it's been very, very successful. A lot of people, shit, I don't even be doing it for myself. I need to do it for myself. So with that, I'll holler at y'all later on. The emoji will take us out of here. Until next time, peace.
You are now watching Doggy Diamonds TV. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, you want to hit the bell so you can get all notifications of when I'm going live or when I upload new content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment on this channel. Peace.